I am Mr. Gill.
And I'm MBL Designs.
And welcome to not Sunday Video Fun Tim, because that's when Patricia's here. And she's not here. This is the Advent breakdown
series.
Sounds like a song. It's the fun Advent breakdown. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
We might have this might be copyrighted
Swedish,
now.
so.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
Really? I never knew that. Final Countdown, Swedish. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, I think
Amazing. This is Advent time, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday. Advent calendars look at and play with day. It's the fourth day. The fourth day of Advent, according to Lego. Not really according to Advent.
Yeah, it's the second day of Advent.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So.
But according to Lego, it's the fourth day of Advent. There were 4 calendars this year. Friends, Star Wars, City, and a new one, which was the 24-in-1
Lego exclusive.
Lego exclusive holiday countdown. I think it was called.
Yeah, that's the official name.
Yeah,
So.
holiday countdown. I'm just calling it the 24-in-1.
Yeah.
It was an exclusive. I think they gave it away.
Yeah, if you bought Lego over a certain price, it's always a different price for different regions and stuff like that. So.
I didn't hear it for sale anywhere, so that was pretty cool. Luckily, we got our hands on a couple, which was nice, and it has been fun. What we're going to do today is just talk about the 4 models, and maybe have a look at them. It's a little bit hard, but we'll do that. And give our opinions. So it's kind of like a review, I guess. I do this on the Instagram every day, of course, and I have a big fun time doing it. As do a lot of people on the Instagram. There's heaps of people do Advent countdowns. It's not exactly a minority sport, if you would. It's very popular to do. So we're going to start with the City one. No, we're going to start with the Friends. No, we're not going to start with Friends. We're not going to start with Friends. We're going to start with Star Wars. Star Wars is always the best place to start because I can get some knowledge from MBL here. And I can also make some jokes.
Yeah. So for starters, I want Mr. Gill to say what ships we have.
Okay, I definitely know. So on day 1, we got... This is really hard for you guys to see. Go on.
Let's try.
These can be my hands. We got...
What ship is this?
This is the Slave 1.
Who flies it?
Hubba Fett.
Boba Fett for those who don't know.
Yeah, Hubba Fett. He's Jabba the Hutt's wife. I love this one. I thought this was awesome.
It's really awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's. I don't have it on the shelf. Obviously, there's a set, a big one, a UCS, which is very famous and well known and very popular. And this is a mini version of it, and it's freaking fantastic.
Yeah, they've made, if I remember right, they did a Slave 1 in like the first Advent calendar, and this is a big improvement over the last one. So.
Yeah, this is easily. I think there's also been a poly bag of a Slave 1. This is just brilliant. It's very well made, very well designed. The pieces come together great, and even as a non-Star Wars lover, I can go, damn.
Yeah. And
nice.
a lot of colors also. So grays, black, dark red, green, even sand green. Coffee.
It is very, very cool. So that's the Slave 1. That came out on day 1. Day 2 was Captain Blue Pants. You can be the showing.
So this is a Bespin crew member.
Yeah, Captain Blue Pants. I like how he's got 2 guns, and I like that he's blue. And I believe he is a copy of a exclusive figure from the Slave 1.
So
I think the head's different, isn't it?
No, I actually think it's the same, but I'm not sure. That's kind of the generic head they've made now for Star Wars characters. So.
Okay. I had heard that the only thing that was different was his expression or something towards the actual figure. So that's pretty cool for a lot of people. They wouldn't have been able to get this Captain Blue Pants. Because if you don't have Captain Blue Pants in your Star Wars collection, I mean, can you call yourself a Star Wars collector? I don't think you can.
No, no way.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool actually, and I think probably for Star Wars fans, this has probably been the most fun so far.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. He's got 2 guns, which is awesome. They kind of look like hair dryers.
Yeah, something.
That's very good. Day 3 was...
I can't remember, so...
No, day 3 was the TIE.
TIE what?
TIE Fighter.
TIE Interceptor.
Isn't it that one? I thought it was that one.
No.
No. Oh, this is
This has curved wings. So.
Nobody corrected me on Instagram, so I thought I was right, but that's fine. Last year when I did this, I literally every day people were like, "No, that's not what it is, you moron. It's this thing." Okay, so this is the TIE Interceptor,
Yeah.
which was yesterday's model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One cool thing is we have a fairly old piece, but for the first time in
What
dark
did you say?
bluish grey.
Very little piece.
Yeah.
I thought you had an accent on there. Very little piece in here. What are you talking? It's Swedish.
A fairly
Fairly. I thought he just said
old piece.
Old
so
piece.
now in dark bluish grey. So
Okay.
that's awesome.
And we also get a printed
Dish piece.
Dish, yeah. I call them umbrellas in my head, but yeah, a printed dish piece, which is pretty cool for a calendar to get a printed piece,
Yeah.
you know, which is kind of funky. The only problem with this one, of course, is that it doesn't stand up,
Yeah.
which is a bit annoying. I think it wouldn't have been too bad for Lego to stick 2 or 3 extra little black dots.
They could have just had one like transparent part or something like that.
Just so it could have stood, it would have looked a little bit better.
Yeah.
But otherwise, absolutely fantastic, I think, in my view. Though I've heard on the Instagram, not so great people are like, like that. Some sort of weird sheep cow noise they keep on making. I don't know how they send it to me through Instagram, but that's all I hear every time. Day 4. If you're watching this, it's early in the morning. Not early in the morning, it's 11 o'clock. And I don't usually post until 2:30 what the things are. But most people have already opened their bloody calendars already. I think I just do it late just in case. Day 4, we get Buckethead.
Yeah, I can't really remember this one's name. It's just an Imperial Trooper or something.
He was in the Spaceballs movie. He definitely was in Spaceballs. That's the biggest helmet I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my
they
life.
look very similar.
Yeah. It's just a kind of generic dude with a little gun. Why did he get a black gun and the other guy gets the grey head rise?
Because I have no.
Yeah, I have no idea. Okay. In a fight, I think the black gun would work against 2 head dryers. I think he's going to win. Yeah. This is a blaster, it's not a black gun. Say it right, blaster. I know what I'm talking about. That's Star Wars. Overall, 4 days, I'm happy. And in my rankings, it's winning, as it usually does every year, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is. I'm fair, even though I hate the Star Wars, I will judge them fairly. Next up is City. City.
Yeah.
And this is my favourite theme, of course, City, but it's also, it drives me crazy because I know it's probably not going to win against Star Wars again, just because they just screw around with me too much. They're just trying to tug on my heartstrings and hurt me. That's what Lego do. They hurt me every day. Painful. But so far it's been good. First day we got the snow peoples. I'm not going to call them men. Yeah, the snow peoples. Yeah, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
We can't tell. I haven't looked under their skirt. Snow peoples, which are great. They're very nice. They're very cute. They look good. Well made. But you know, very cool. Second day was the speaker. Speaker and microphone, which very nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Now with a microphone that isn't printed, so that's cool. So
Yeah, and you got 2 microphones actually, so you got a spare, which is always useful to have 2 microphones. I would have liked a bit of colour, say maybe like a red piece or something in the speaker. I guess speakers are black, you know, but it is Christmas, so they could have like painted the speaker or something. Yeah. Third day was firefighter lady with a guitar, which is very cool. I don't know why she'd be playing the guitar completely ready to fight fires, and I think it'd be quite hot, even though it is winter, to be playing a guitar in all that get-up. But she looks cool, and she looks happy, so that's always awesome. And day 4, if you haven't seen already, is Trumpet Guy.
So it's a trumpet.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, I had no clue what it was. So.
Either a trumpet or some sort of device for capturing hamsters. But yeah, Trumpet Guy. So obviously we've got a little band going on here, which the snowmen are listening to, which is good. City always, like Friends, tries to create a scene, as opposed to Star Wars gives you little models, and there's not really a scene, whereas City will try and create an encompassing theme, that thematic scene dealy thing, which is cool. So far, yeah, it's nice. It's not amazing. I'm not like going, whoa, that's cool. There's nothing smart about any of this, but it's nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Yeah. Number 3, we're going to talk about 24-in-1 before we talk about friends. 24-in-1, we can't show you all of it because the idea about 24-in-1 is that you build the model on day 1, then you take it apart, and you use some of those pieces to build the model for day 2, and then you take it apart on day 3, like that. It's back and forth, which is cool. It's a really good idea, 24-in-1, obviously, and it means you don't have to. They could give it away for free, and you don't have a hugely big box, very expensive, with lots of pieces. However, that said, it'd be freaking awesome if you could build all the 24 models at the same time and have them kind of laid up, because so far they have been fantastic. Day 1 was a little boat, Christmas boat, because that's what Christmas is associated with, boating. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Santa on his boat, coming down the stream. Yeah, no? Boating.
Yeah, for sure.
And so the boat was very cool, very fun. I can't show you the others because they use some of the same pieces. I'd have to break this down, and I didn't have more than one of these sets. But then there was a reindeer, which was freaking awesome. The colour scheme was a bit off. And then third day was a little present, which was fantastic. It looked very nice and presenty. And fourth day was a schmonkey.
Oh.
A cross between a sheep and a monkey, as far as I can tell. You can see the picture. It's somewhere there. Oh no, I don't know where it is. But it's definitely a schmonkey. You can, of course, see the images online on my Instagram. Go to my Instagram and look at it there. That's the best way to do these things. Don't go anywhere else. Why would you go somewhere else? You trying to hurt me? Painful. But yeah, this I think is fantastic. And for me, I'd like it if this won this year because it's new, I guess, and that's what makes it exciting. I'm trying very hard to be non-biased, towards it because it is more my style of advent calendar, little cool things, as opposed to like Star Wars dudes. But I think it's fantastic, and I really hope that Lego do it again because this is actually. At the start of the year, last year when we did this roundup, or when we talked about this stuff, the whole idea was that this year me and Michael would do our own advent calendar. Lego heard this, and then they made this.
Yeah, that's probably the...
They did. They came up with this, and I was like, crap, now we just, they've got like teams of designers, and me and Michael are just two dudes. We were just like, we can't get it done in time. So they've kind of basically copied our idea, and they've come up with this, and I think it's fantastic. If they could do this every year, it'd be great. It'd take some of the heat off me, so I don't have to come up with these ideas. Yeah. Because it's really hard, and they've done really well. So 24-in-1, fantastic. If you didn't get this, I'm sorry. I don't know how you'd probably find it on eBay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bricklink something. So.
Ask Lego. Call them up and complain a little bit. So
because the whole deal with those have now ended. It ended last month, so.
I'm sure you can go in the shop. They've got them in the back, and you give them some money, and they give you some. It's like a drug deal. You do it back of the Lego shop. Right, so that brings us, and I've talked too long. I said at the start of this we should only do 10 minutes, and I think it's easily been over 10 minutes, but that's fine.
14 minutes.
14 minutes. I like to talk, you know this. This is how I do it. That brings us to friends.
Yeah. Don't get emotional.
Anybody who's watched any of these videos before or followed me on the Instagram or anything like that will know that I'm a big fan of the Friends. I like the Friends. I like the colours. I like a lot of the things they do. Pop Star Tour Bus, limousines, hotels, all that kind of jazz. Not so much like the dog grooming saloons. I'm not into that, but each their own. But I do like the Friends. I like the whole kind of thing behind it. I dislike the way it is marketed purely at girls because I think it's excellent for everybody. But it's not fair the way they do this, in my view. There's 2 figures in this one.
Yeah.
There's 5 figures in the City one. There's 5 figures in the Star Wars one. Yeah, this is the same price as the City one. Yeah. There's less pieces in this one. I can't remember exactly, but there's less pieces in this one than in the City or the Star Wars one. And the builds are basic and kind of boring.
Yeah, and aren't just some days like accessories or something like that.
Yeah, and it just feels to me like instead of creatively challenging young girls, because that's who this is marketed at, young girls and me. Instead of creatively challenging people, we're just letting them play. And of course, I understand that there's differences between the way boys and girls play, and I know Lego's a big company, and they research this shit out of this stuff, and they know what they're talking about. It does feel to me that they should be pushing people a bit harder than to make this... Could you hold that up for me?
Yeah.
That's a box which you keep your ice skates next to. Not even in, but next to.
Yeah, so like it's
Ice skate box. Yeah. Mailbox.
And yeah, it's consisted by like
5 pieces.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And I think this is Stephanie.
Yeah. An exclusive minifigure, I guess.
Yeah, I think actually her eyes are different.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the torso.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, torso, of course. Yeah.
They often do like Christmas torsos.
I think I saw this last year though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw the green last year. So already in 4 days we've already got one of the figures. So 1 out of 2 we've got a post box for posting letters to Santa, I guess, which is nice. It's lovely. Yeah. And we've got some ice skates in a little box to sit on to put them next to. I don't really know. We did get day 4 is
which it's better.
Yeah, this is good. This is a little advent candle, you know, so you know the style of the candle is like that, and it's got the little ferny stuff around it. Took me a little while. I didn't get what it was at first, and that's pretty cool. That's a good little build. Again, I think too few pieces. They could have made it a little bit funkier, chunkier, you know, and cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to rant. I just did, but I don't want to. But it's a shame. It's a real shame because I was kind of hoping it would be different this year. Again, you know, they obviously watch all my YouTube videos, and I was kind of hoping they would respond and make this a bit better. But it's a shame, I think, and I feel like we're letting people down. But I mean, I will give it until the day 24 before I, you know, really pass judgment or burn it. But I hope, and it does seem a little bit like last year. I mean, all of them are a little bit similar to the years before, except I'm damn sure this is very similar. Order that they came in last year as well. I have to check my Instagram feed for that. Yeah. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I just feel downhearted after talking about things. It hurts me in my heart place. So the deal with this is we talked about it now. It's good so far. 4 days. I'm happy. Woo, yeah. What we were gonna do is then challenge ourselves to be creative. So to take the pieces from the previous 4 days and to try and make something new out of them, or a better kind of thing, or you know, use Lego for what it's designed for, is to be creative with it. Yeah. And we kind of failed on that quite miserably.
Yeah. At least these 4 days or 5 for me.
Yeah. He went into the 5th day tomorrow already and started making pieces. It's ridiculous. It's a scam, I tell you. He's obviously trying to cheat his way to the win. But yeah, I didn't come up with anything in terms of all the pieces. You know, I took everything apart and I was like, let's try and make something. I think I came up with a table. Yeah. You know, like this is not good.
After I realized that I used the 5 days instead of the 4 days, I kind of understood why I couldn't come up with anything. This was what I came up with the 5 days.
5 days of city.
Yeah, so Lego City, 5 days. So some kind of jet ski with a place for minifigures to stand.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's actually quite nice. But yeah, so obviously we failed on that kind of part a little bit. You've done well, but we need to work on that this week. I think with 7 days worth of pieces, it's going to be a little bit easier than with like 4 or 5 days. And hopefully we should come up with something creative. There's a few people on Instagram who do a similar thing, and I've been seeing some nice stuff, but it's still a little bit hard for everybody. Yeah. But that's the deal. So we'll do another one of these videos next Sunday. Yeah. We will talk about the previous 7 days. So that'll be day 5 through 12. No, 11. However it works, 7. You know what days are. Days for work. How do they work? Add them up. Work it out. And we'll talk about that, and we'll try to come up with some creative uses for the pieces. If you have any comments about the things, what are they called? Advent calendars. The calendars about what you like best. Are you doing this? Are you opening them? Do you care? Are you eating chocolate? You're eating chocolate right now, aren't you? You are. You chocolate eating bastard. So let us know down in the comments below on the Instagrams, on the Facebooks, on the Twitter.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I have Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't use it at all. But I do, but I don't ever open it, the app itself. I should probably look into that. Yeah, let us know. Like, comment, suggest, share, follow, harass. No, don't harass. Harassing is bad. And we will be back next week.
Yeah.
And talk about the stuff. So goodbye. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
See ya. Bye. Have a good time. What's that? It's the end of that thing. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good day. It's like a production company. Some sitcoms in the US.
Oh.
The security guard. He's like, at the end title. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, that's something I can't remember.
Like King of Queens or something. There was some production company that makes sitcoms. You can work it out.
Yeah,
Stop listening. Don't record
it's
this.
either Kings and Queens or like
Goodbye, everybody. Have a good time.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Work it out. Work it out. All right. Cool. Done.